Hi, my name is Bill Schaeffer. I'm here with some ideas for VFX production. Today, how to be successful. Success in your career depends on three very simple things. First, show up on time. Secondly, do what you're told. And third, don't piss people off. It's the third one that gets most everyone. Now let's look at these more closely. First, show up on time. That goes without saying. You're supposed to be at work at a certain time, be there. When I was working at Colorization, we had a layoff, and after the layoff, some people were called back to work. And I was the manager of a small team and had to select from this pool of people to work on my project. So I selected 3 people and we were working. I gave them their assignments. 2 days later, my supervisor came by and said, "Did you call Tim back?" And I said, "No, he was just standing with everyone else waiting to get an assignment." So I gave him an assignment. My supervisor says, "No one called him back." So it turns out Tim had heard that some people were getting called back to work, so he just showed up. He was just there standing around, even though no one asked him to be there. And when I saw him, I gave him an assignment. And so he started working. And as it turns out, they ended up paying him anyway and kept him on for the team. So the first most important thing is show up on time. If you're not there, you can't work. If you're not working, you're not getting the job done. And they'll find someone that can show up on time. The second most important thing is do what you're told. You're hired to do a specific task. That is what they're paying you for. That is what they want done. You're not getting hired to improve your personal life. You're not getting hired to enrich your bank account. You're not getting hired for status. You're getting hired to perform a job. That's what you need to do, and as efficiently as you can. When I worked on the movie Driven, we had one guy on our team who was anxious to get into VFX. It was his first job in VFX and in the legitimate film industry. But he spent all his time worrying about how he was going to doctor his shots so they would look good on his demo reel. And he did a lot of extra work for his demo reel. As far as I know, he never worked on another movie, regardless of how good his demo reel looked, because he didn't really do the job he was supposed to on the movie he was working on. So the second thing is, do what you're told, without a lot of questions. As a background actor on the film set, there's a lot of people there, 30 people in the crew, another 10 to 50 people who are actors and stand-ins. And when the AD says, "I need you to walk there and walk back," there's no time to dispute. There's money at stake and everyone's waiting to make it work. You have to do exactly what they want you to do as quickly as possible, or in the manner they want you to do it. And if you can't do it, even something very simple, you'll be replaced. So the second thing is, do what you're told. Now the third thing is the most difficult, and it's the most challenging. Don't piss people off. Don't make a scene. Don't make things more difficult than they already are. You're working under time constraints. You're crowded with a lot of people trying to solve a problem. Everyone's tense. Don't be annoying. This extends to little personal habits. This extends to personal grooming and the content of what you say. Now take it from me. This is my biggest problem. And this is why I'm sitting here today making a video instead of sitting at a computer and working on a movie. It's very difficult to not be annoying when you're working long, long hours, day after day after day, under tense and stressful conditions. Even the scientists in Antarctica get annoyed at each other. So you have to really work to not be annoying. But if you can do these 3 things, if you can show up on time, you can do what you're told, and you cannot piss people off, then you will have a long and happy and illustrious career. Good luck. It's a great world. Thank you, and leave your comments below.